Hello all. I've been hearing from a lot of smug Republicans lately. Very few of them actually like Donald Trump, but they're beginning to warm up to the idea. Many of Trump's nominees seem sane, and some of them even seem competent. With the presidency and both houses of Congress under Republican control, it seems like key parts of that party's platform might end up getting enacted. So, everything's coming up GOP, right? The rampaging performance of the U.S. stock market since Trump was elected seems like an indication of this confidence. Well, I think this confidence is misplaced. And to show why, I'm going to talk a bit about the French Revolution, obviously. Now, as a good reactionary, I've always viewed the French Revolution as a bloody mess. Thousands of people guillotined in Paris under the Reign of Terror, tens of thousands murdered and starved to death out in the countryside, and millions killed in the decades of the Napoleonic Wars. But the horror didn't start immediately. In fact, it took years. The Reign of Terror didn't start off until 1793, almost a full 4 years after things kicked off in 1789. There were whole generations of leaders that rose and fell before things got really bad. When I look at today's Republicans, I can't help but think of one of the first groups of those leaders, the Society of 1789. Now, I don't think we're likely to see blood on the streets in the United States under a Trump presidency. But bear with me, the parallels are pretty striking. The Society of 1789 was made up of a group of what we now call the liberal nobles. They were rich and powerful, but they saw themselves as rebels against the values of the corrupt ruling class they were very much a part of. That's the way the Republicans see themselves too. The liberal nobles worked for years to bring down the former government. Finally, in 1789, through an alliance with the unpredictable forces of the Paris streets, they took power. By 1790, these figures were solidly in charge. The most famous of these guys was probably the Marquis de Lafayette, a French hero of the American Revolution. They got to implement their enlightened set of limited government policies. Unsurprisingly, these policies didn't satisfy the hungry Paris mobs that brought them to power. When 1791 opened, the Society of 1789 was still in charge. By 1792, most of them were exiles. By 1793, those who stayed in France were dead. The Society of 1789 thought it didn't matter who they worked with. They were sure their ideas were so good that everything would work out great, even if their partners shattered every civilized norm imaginable. Sound familiar? It cost them their dreams, and in many cases, it cost them their lives. I don't doubt the physical survival of congressional Republican leaders like Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell, but I do doubt their political survival. Donald Trump was not elected on a conventional Republican Party platform. The tax and benefit cuts that Ryan and company are gleefully implementing are not what Trump's base is about. This conflict between Trump and the Republicans is already causing problems. James Mattis, the most distinguished of the appointees, is already fighting with Trump's people, and the inauguration hasn't even happened yet. Trump's base is going to be very unhappy very soon, and Trump will have nobody to blame but the Republicans in Congress. I made a video a couple months back claiming that the Republican Party as we know it is dead. I stand by that. Get ready for some fireworks. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And if you'd like to help me make more videos like this one, please click on the Patreon link here to find out how. Thanks.